Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Johnny Jett here with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. Last month, guys, we went on vacation to the lovely city of Guadalajara, Mexico, where we threw our company party free from the prying eyes of the American government. And now, we are back in the States. We ran a little spot show while we were down there. A lot of good little matches to entertain the Mexican fans. Sergio Perez in the main event defeated Hulk Hogan. This is his second clean victory over Hulk Hogan. He won with a roll-up over the Hulkster. Other matches of dubious canonicity did also occur during that little event we had down there. And we met a new roster member who was on vacation in Guadalajara while we were down there. Everybody say hello to Fuji Akatsuki, King Sumo, who will be joining Grenade Pro Wrestling this month on the show. I've already booked out this particular event. We are back stateside. We have, I believe, 5,000 people in attendance at $60 a pop. Solid show on the way here, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do a little bit of merchandising real quick here. I'm going to buy just enough. Like, we have the funds, we have the means to do more than this. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to buy just 5,000 apiece. Just enough for everyone in attendance, every boy and girl, to have one good, one mask, and one t-shirt each. And we're also going to do the same thing for our snacks. Everybody gets a snack. You get a snack, and you get a snack, and you get a snack. Everybody gets a snack. We have, I think it's about 6 matches on our card. Lots of tag team matches, as is the usual, so that we can get the entire roster onto a 10-match card. But we got 6 matches on this one. Everybody's booked. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Grenade Pro Wrestling's March show is now underway. Here we go, guys. We're going to actually start things off in the ring. We never do promos to start a show, but we're going to do it this time. Bill Bullock, Thomas Walker, and Jeff Bryan are in the ring to start the show, and they demand a 6-man title shot. They say that they were screwed out of being included in the tournament in the first place. They should have been in the tournament. They would have won the tournament. They would be 6-man tag team champions, and they want a shot at the title. Now this is they're frustrated that they have to start from the bottom. They're frustrated that they have to earn their way to a 6-man tag team title shot. But they go ahead and they're going to do their first challenge tonight. They're going to do their first 6-man tag team match tonight. And they call out Kai and Tai. And of course Taka comes out, and he's frustrated because the other 2 members of Kai and Tai are injured. They're not even able to be here in attendance tonight. They're in Japan getting medical treatment. Taka doesn't want to do this by himself, but the 3 men gang up on him and start attacking him, and then suddenly the bell rings, and we have a match between these 3 men and Taka Michinoku. And let's go ahead and see if Taka's able to somehow pull out a big win. He's not. Bill Bullock submits Taka Michinoku. Taka taps out. So, see, like an average start to the show. That's fine. But next, we do have King Sumo in exhibition action against Rocky Romero. King Sumo, huge name. Everybody knows who Fuji Akatsuki is. I don't have to introduce him to you. Rocky Romero, jobber to the stars so far. So let's see how he does against King Sumo. Ooh, not a good win, but it is a win for the debuting Fuji Akatsuki. This is not our best show so far, but that's probably gonna pick up soon. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna turn around, because next up we have 3 of the 4 horsemen We've got Jeff Jarrett, we've got Kenny Omega, and we've got Marty Scurll taking on Tokyo Cyber Squad. That is Taka Yakiryu, Kagami, and Hana Kimura. 6-man tag team rankings on the line here. And ooh, Taka Yakiryu with a nice solid win over Marty Scurll. The fans are a little unhappy, it seems like, at paying $60 a pop for this one. And then they're also mad because of how expensive the pops are. So, but good win for Tokyo Cyber Squad. They're beating the Horsemen. I think Scurll was the one who took the fall. That works. That's fine. Ric Flair would have been part of the Horseman team on that one, and gosh, if he had been, it would have been so great. But he had this other thing going on tonight. He has to team with Triple H. They call out the Filthy Animals, but of course Fernando Diaz is injured, so Konan's going to sub in for Fernando Diaz. Daniel Gonzalez and Konnan, the Filthy Animals, are going to take on Ric Flair and Triple H. The winner of this, If Flair and Triple H win, they will get a tag team title shot next month. Again, when Fernando Diaz returns, which will be next month. Unless Daniel gets injured on this one. But we're going to see Triple H and Ric Flair in action against the Filthy Animals. It's happening right now. Maybe the Filthy Animals might be able to... Wow! Really pulling that one... Okay, they got their working boots on. Konnan beats Ric Flair, 100% match evaluation. 5 stars, would have been 6. No Spike Dome. That's really just hard pulling the show up. That one match is a load-bearing match. But next up, no time to waste. Mickey Williams, B. Priestley, Paul Collins taking on Goldust, the Batman, and Batman's sidekick Spanky. Right here, right now. Goldust, of course, set to challenge Mickey Williams for the GPW World Heavyweight Championship in the near future, but not on this show. This is just building to it. So let's go ahead and let's see how it goes for Goldust. Oh, wow, this is a terrible match. Woof. This is... Oh, man, you guys are trying to hurt our company. Huh. You guys tonight trying to hurt the company. What happened in Mexico that hurt everyone so much that they don't want to do good matches now? But Paul Collins gets a count-out victory over Batman. So what I'm assuming is, like, Mickey Williams and B. Priestley just tackle Batman, and Paul Collins rolls back in the ring at the last second, gets the count-out victory. I guess that's how it happened. Pencil in Collins versus Collins and Priestley versus the dynamic duo for the next show, I guess. I'll pencil that in. Oof. Okay. Well, hopefully the main event can turn this kind of a mess of a show around. Because, okay, main event, the first time we've ever booked an 8-man tag team match. First time ever in company history. 8-man tag team action. And before that, we're going to go to the back as we meet the face team for this one. Jack Howard, Hulk Hogan, and David Houston are congregated in the back, and they're talking about the match that's coming up. The match between them and Pro Wrestling Ace. Houston, of course, has to ask who is going to be the 4th man for their team. And, you know, Jack Howard's not super excited to tell him. Hulk Hogan breaks the news. It's going to be Hiro Mikami. And just then the junior heavyweight champion walks in to the meeting. And Houston and Mikami, they meet eyes. These guys cannot coexist whatsoever. But Hogan and Howard able to hold them apart, able to smooth things over, at least for tonight. we are going to have Hiro Mikami and David Houston on the same team one night only. So let's see how it goes. Matt Robinson, Will Ospreay, the number one contender for the junior heavyweight title held by Hiro Mikami. Sergio Perez, who has a win over Hulk Hogan. And of course, Steve Corino, who possibly has some tension brewing with the rest of Pro Wrestling Ace. They're taking on Jack Howard, Hiro Mikami, Hulk Hogan, and David Houston. It's happening right now. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, main event of the evening. You see them now making their way to the ring. It is Pro Wrestling Ace, Will Ospreay, Steve Corino, Sergio Perez, and of course, the divine Matt Robinson, making their way to the ring right now for what is sure to be a classic 8-man tag team match, the first of its kind in Grenade Pro Wrestling. And of course, their opponents led to the ring right now: Hulk Hogan, David Houston, Hiro Mikami, and the Hollywood Hunk, your Super Lucha Heavyweight Champion, your Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion, Jack Howard, and of course, your GPW Junior Heavyweight Champion, Hiro Mikami. These 4 men have a grudge to settle, and these 2 men are bound to meet one another in singles competition in the future. Jack Howard, the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Champion, he owes a match to Matt Robinson. Robinson there in the teal and blue, Howard in the black trunks. Robinson into the ropes, knee to the face of Howard. Howard tagging out to Hiro Mikami. Mikami and Howard now. Double team powerbomb on the divine Matt Robinson. Howard going for something there, but Mikami won't let him get any offense in there. Maybe thought better of it. Mikami, I thought, was going to tag out to Howard there. Howard and Mikami. A lot of tension between those two, but we might see it come into play. You never can tell. Sergio Perez, the legal man on his team, now tagged in by Matt Robinson. Sergio Perez, who has gotten 2 clean pinfalls over Hulk Hogan, most recently in Guadalajara, Mexico. David Houston tagged in by Hiro Mikami. Mikami and Houston, a lot of tension between these two. Some would say David Houston, despite having all the gold from every other junior heavyweight championship he's ever challenged for, David Houston not able to secure the GPW Junior Heavyweight Championship that is currently around the waist of Hiro Mikami. Oh, and speaking of a little bit of tension, how about Steve Corino? Steve Corino, not exactly happy in Pro Wrestling Ace right now. Some tension perhaps brewing between Corino and Matt Robinson based on perceived slights done to Steve Corino. You see Corino now in the white trunks there, squaring off against Hulk Hogan. Hogan was tagged in by David Houston. These are the 2 legal men, Corino and Hogan, with a big brainbuster there to Corino, and now trading blows, the Hulkster and the King of Old School. And now Hogan just stomping on the groin of Corino, but Corino with a good reversal there, tags out to Will Ospreay. Ospreay, the number 1 contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, held by Hiro Mikami over there in the red corner. Ospreay and Hogan locking up. Test of strength. Ospreay actually getting the better of Hulk Hogan there for a moment. Hogan, of course, is a 70-year-old man, so it makes sense that the young stud Will Ospreay would be able to get the better of him, perhaps. Hogan now has him a pile driver in the corner there, but oh man, right in the Pro Wrestling Ace corner, just taunting the Pro Wrestling Ace roster here. Hogan now retreating, tags in Mikami, champion and challenger. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Previews of things to come, courtesy of Hulk Hogan. Ooh, Ospreay tags out to Robinson. doesn't want to fight the champion just yet. Ooh, Matt Robinson with a big roundhouse and now the elbows, and everybody comes in to help Hiro Mikami. I'm surprised. Oh, can't really get a good shot of it. Hiro Mikami trying to cannibalize Matt Robinson. Robinson now squaring off with Hogan. Hogan was tagged in. Robinson bloodied. Hiro Mikami tagged out to Hulk Hogan. Robinson smartly tagging out to Corino. Corino and Robinson working in tandem on Hulk Hogan now. It's good to see that whatever tension is brewing between Robinson and Corino, they're able to put their differences aside for this contest, really working as a cohesive unit, our Pro Wrestling Ace at this time. But of course, you have to work as a team when you're going up against legitimate superheroes like Hulk Hogan, like David Houston, like Jack Howard. Pile driver to Corino, and Hogan now hulking up in the red corner, picks his man up, punch to the back of the head, trying to concuss the king of old school. Hogan with a back grapple, but Corino had it scouted there. Front transfer from Hogan. Hogan stomping now on the back of Steve Corino. Goes for a tag. No. Pursuing Corino. Corino tags out to Perez, but Hogan able to fight off both men there. And now tagging out to David Houston is Hulk Hogan. It's surprising to see Hogan running from Sergio Perez. Perez does have a big pinfall victory, 2 of them in fact, over Hulk Hogan in as many months. Maybe Hogan isn't certain that he can beat Sergio Perez. Oh, you see now, Hiro Mikami grabbing Sergio Perez. Underhanded tactics, but Sergio Perez able to get out of it there. And you have to wonder where David Houston's loyalties lie right now. Oh, where did the chair come from? This chair, and Sergio had to have hit him. Oh, and all of Pro Wrestling Ace coming in now to beat up David Houston. You know, I was wondering where Houston's loyalties lie. But after such a vicious assault, I have to imagine. Rolls him up. Houston covers 1, 2. This could be it. No. David Houston has been scouted by Matt Robinson recently, trying to get him onto the Pro Wrestling Ace roster. But, you know, not shying away from the gang-style tactics here tonight are any of these men. And David Houston was on the victim's side there. Sergio Perez and Hiro Mikami now squaring off in the ring. Mikami picks him up. Perez with that Enziguri reversal there. Now Perez goes for a tag. He's going to tag out to Will Ospreay, but Mikami tags out to the Hulkster. Hogan and Ospreay, the legal men. Hiro Mikami slams Will Ospreay. Hogan, big boot to Will Ospreay. What's he looking for here? Boston Crab. And now Pro Wrestling Ace in the ring, spilling in there to triple team Hogan. Hogan fights off all 3 of them and goes for a pile driver. No, power bomb on Will Ospreay, covers him up, and they're all back in the ring. Gangland tactics from Pro Wrestling Ace now. Tags out to Robinson. Does Will Ospreay. They throw Hogan out, and oh, they're going to do some damage on the outside now as Ospreay and Robinson go to brawl with the red team. Super kick. Just everyone brawling. Hogan fighting Corino and Perez at the same time. Hogan back into the ring now to square off with Robinson. And square off they do, trading these blows. Hogan crippled with the punches, crippled with the lariat. Into the ropes goes Robinson, knee to the face of the Hulkster. And now a grapple, brainbuster here coming from Hogan. Hulkster tagging out now to Jack Howard. Jack Howard and Matt Robinson, a lot of blood between these two. These men have met numerous times for that Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Championship, currently around the waist of Jack Howard. A lockup. Howard put into the corner by Robinson. Will Ospreay, the legal man. You see the blood of Matt Robinson all over the mat. And now a pile driver. Package pile driver from Jack Howard. Jack Howard nearly broke Matt Robinson's neck with that one time. And the power slam to Ospreay, but no. And it's a schmoz. Everybody's in the ring. Everybody's beating. Oh, triple team tactics on Jack Howard. They're trying to break Jack Howard ahead of his match with Matt Robinson. They want the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight title back in Pro Wrestling Ace. And now Ospreay fighting, beating Jack Howard, but Howard, on the end of that super kick there. And not the one you want to be on the end of. Big lariato from Jack Howard. Howard tags out now to Hiro Mikami. Ospreay tagged out to Corino. And now Corino with the punches to Jack Howard. Ospreay. Oh no. Corino on the wrong end of this claw. Shades of Wolverine from Hiro Mikami. Mikami stomping now at the midsection, and now he has a sickle. He has a sickle out. Where does he keep that? DDT on the logo from Steve Corino. What a professional. 1, 2, this could be a no. Everybody in the ring. Pandemonium. How do you keep 8 men in line? One referee can't possibly do the job. Hiro Mikami fighting Steve Corino with everything in him. Cobra hold applied, but no, everybody's in there now. Everyone's in the ring again. Brawling commencing here. Super kick to Howard. An irate now from Hiro Mikami tags out to Hulk Hogan. Manhattan drop there from Hiro Mikami. Hogan with the leg drop. Atomic leg drop. Atomic leg drop from the Hulkster to Steve Corino. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, this could be it. Yes, it is. Steve Corino takes the atomic leg drop. Loses the match. Oh, we're having a little bit of a tussle after the match here, it looks like. A standoff between these 8 men. You know, I think I like how that played out. I can gimmick this. Because they were kind of slow breaking up that pin. They were kind of slow saving Steve Corino there. I know how to gimmick this. I know where this is going, I think. Oof. 74%. Ugh, that is not a good rating. That might hurt our popularity. I need to look at that. I mean, we made money. Yeah. That's great. I'm not worried about the money right now. I am worried about our popularity. Going into April, we've got like a lot of tag titles. We got like a lot of matches set up here. Okay. Coitro's back. Fernando's back. We found Chemo. We found Abdullah the Butcher. Oh, Thomas Walker wants money. We'll give Thomas some money real quick here. Thomas Walker he's doing good. He's doing fine. We'll give Thomas Walker some money. Here, have a living wage, Thomas. You've been good for a minute. You're doing fine. Have a living wage. We're going to go ahead. We're going to send our scouts out before I end the episode here. Just so that's already done. And future John doesn't have to worry about it. We're going to go ahead and do that. $8,000, that's whatever. It's fine. And I do want to look at our popularity. Are we still B? Okay, we're still B rank. That's fine. We're still B rank. We sold out. I thought that the 8-man match was good. Everything else, everything except for this tag team match here was good. Everything, or this tag team match was the only good thing. This and the main event were the only high spots. So like after the show, I definitely had to go up to Ric Flair and I was like, "Hey Rick, you stole the show," and he smiled real big, and I said, "But it was petty theft." Yeah, it was a good match, good show. Let's see, who did we get? Who did we find? Let's go look at Chemo and Abdullah the Butcher, because they're both in Europe, I guess. Oh, I thought this would be a large Samoan gentleman, but it is not. This is apparently a mixed martial artist guy who I cannot hire. And then there's Abdullah the Butcher, who I won't hire just because I don't want a blood transmittable disease spreading across my roster. It's kind of, yeah. So, Abdullah the Butcher not going to be signed with us for the immediate future, at least. But I feel good about everything else. I feel great about how things are panning out so far. We've got some big matches signed and ready to go. Yeah, I feel solid about this. I guess we do have to have like Paul Collins and B. Priestley versus Batman and Spanky. We do have to run that, I guess. But not in maybe next show. I don't know. We'll look into it. We'll consider it. But that's for next time. Right now, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut this episode off. If you guys are having a good time, if you're enjoying the show, I am, personally. Go ahead, do the YouTube stuff. You know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back very soon with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.